amendments that were before the Supreme Court yesterday, and many justices seem to take issue with the program. And I wonder if the administration has a message to those who have had loans already forgiven and are kind of in limbo right now. And given the skepticism from a lot of the justices, are there any plans from the administration in the event that you don't have the authority or the authority is struck down?
And we believe in our legal authority to get that done, to get it implemented. And let's not forget, it is a good plan. It is a plan that's going to give American families, middle-class families who truly need it, individuals who truly need it, up to $20,000 in relief. To give that, again, a little bit breathing room. Secretary of Education sent out an email to borrowers yesterday and basically saying that we have their back.
I guess my question is, if that plan is deemed unconstitutional, is there a backup plan?
No, I just said that's our plan, to make sure that they can either start a family or buy a house.
Asked by one of my colleagues in the room about the student loans and the wait for the decision from the Supreme Court as it relates to this. I know that you said earlier that there is no other plan. The plan right now is the one that's being presented before the Supreme Court, and you feel strongly in your case. Obviously, those who have loans that they would owe in case this is rejected don't have that same ability. They have to have a backup plan in case. I know that 2 months would pass before they would have to pay those loans again in case the Supreme Court rejects this here. But what do you say to those Americans who have tens of thousands of dollars that they might be responsible for 2 months after the court makes its decision if they choose to reject it? Yeah. How should they be preparing right now for that, and what would you do to protect them?
And I'll just add that yesterday, right in front of the Supreme Court, you saw many of those Americans speaking out loud and clear and saying how important the president's plan is to them, because they're being crushed.
But what should be
no,
the plan be? Because everybody who has their own budget at home has to have a plan.
I hear you, Peter, and you asked me what the message was to the American people. You heard, I just laid out economy. And so, look, we do not have another plan. This is our plan. This is it. We believe that we have the legal authority. That's why we took it to the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court.
So you don't have another plan, which is to say for those other, and you have those individuals' backs, which is to say if this is rejected, though, there isn't anything in the works right now by this administration.
What I'm saying to you, Peter, what I'm saying to you, Peter, is this is our plan. It is a good plan because how it helps Americans across the country, especially working Americans, middle-class Americans. So this is our plan. And you heard it. You heard it. The reason I mentioned the folks that were in front of the Supreme Court. And I said they should know that we are going to continue to fight, that we feel strong in our legal authority here.
In the back.
Go ahead.
If the Supreme Court rules against the president's student debt plan, will you all consider extending the payment pause while you come up with a plan B?
Again, we don't. Our plan is what we laid out in August. That is our plan, and we believe it's a good plan as it delivers. Because we believe that we have a strong legal authority here. That's why we took it to the Supreme Court.